What's up everybody, Aditya Mahajan here and welcome back to yet another YouTube video. In today's video, we'll be solving another LeetCode question number 86, also called as partition list, and it has also been asked in day 14 of April LeetCode challenge. So let's get started. Given the head of a linked list and a value x, partition it such that all nodes less than x comes before nodes greater than or equal to x. So one thing to mention here is that all the nodes that are less than x, just less than, so whatever is equal to x will not be included, comes before nodes that are greater than x. Okay, so this is one condition. Also, one more condition that they have given is you should preserve the original relative order of nodes in each of the two partitions. So that they are saying that we need to maintain the ordering what is currently present. So if we look at the first example, we have a linked list having elements 1, 4, 3, 2, 5 and 2, and we are given element x equal to 3. So x equal to 3 means the node 3, not the third index. Okay, so and our output given is 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 5. Now, one interesting thing that happens here is quite a lot of people think that this output, what they have said, is a wrong output. Okay, so what exactly people think is, if you take a look at this, this is the same linked list. The x is 3, and expected output is this. But what people think, this should be the right output, because this seems correct, because we have 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 and 5, but here we have 4 before 3, but 4 is exactly greater, definitely greater, then it should come after 3. But if you look at the question properly, then what we have here is they are just saying that all the nodes less than x, just less than x, comes before node greater than s. That's it, they are saying nothing else. So in this linked list, what are the nodes that are less than x? They are definitely 1, 2 and 2. Okay, so these are coming first, and then rest, whatever the nodes are remaining, they are just attached at the end. Okay, so that's it, which is why this output is wrong and this is the expected output. The second example is also very simple. We are given a linked list having elements 2 and 1, and the element that the node that we are given is x equal to 2. So only element less is 1, so it goes first. That's it. Also, some of the constraints that we are given is number of nodes in the list are 0 to 200, and the value of each node would be minus 100 to 100. Also, the value of x would be minus 200 to 200. One more thing that I wanted to mention here is that when I started reading this question, initially I started thinking it in terms of quicksort algorithm, because in quicksort 2 we have a function of partition which does a very similar thing, that is, take a particular element, put it in its fixed position, and then all the elements to its left are smaller and all the elements to its right are greater. But one thing to note here is that in quicksort the operations are carried out in an array, and performing a stable partition on arrays is really very difficult, which is why quicksort is not a very stable sorting algorithm. So we should think in terms of linked list and not arrays, so that would help in making the question simpler. Now let us try to approach the solution of this problem statement. So if we take the first example, then this is our question, this is the linked list that we are given, and this is the element or the joint that we have to make it, right? So in this complete operations, we are just doing two things. Okay, the first thing that we are doing is finding the elements which are smaller while iterating and then putting it at the first, right? And the second thing is taking the remaining elements and attaching it at the end. Okay, so we can think of these two operations as two different lists independently, right? So we can create two dummy nodes for each of the list, and then iterate to two pointers both pointing to their own list. One would be the before or after or whatever we want to call them, and then after iterating we can just attach them together. That's it, and this will make a lot more sense when we start coding. Before starting to implement the code, I also wanted to tell that the solution that is present here is really very concise and very to the point, because if you are following the series, the problem that was just 2 days before that we solved of beautiful arrangement 2, the solution of that problem was really very difficult to understand. I mean, I myself had to read it multiple times to just understand what they were saying. Okay, so I think you should read this solution. This is much more better and very easy to understand. So now let's start into the coding. Initially, we will start with creating the two dummy nodes of the list and a few pointers. So these are the two dummy nodes. That is, the first is before head and second is after head. So the before head would contain all the elements that are less than zero. I mean, the less than the element. What am I saying? Less than zero. Less than the element x. And after head would contain all the remaining elements. And also we have created two list node pointers, that is before and after, because we will be iterating with the help of these pointers before and after. Now let us start with implementing the next sum part, so that we will iterate and create the update the two uh, lists with these dummy nodes and the pointers. So now what we have done here is we are just simply iterating, which is very standard way of iterating a linked list while the head is not null. And while iterating, we are checking one thing, that the value at which we are currently present is less than the x, because that is the condition that we are given, such that all nodes less than x. Okay, so we are checking just that its value is less than x. If it is so, then we are making that head point to our first list, that is before of next would be pointing to head, and we are proceeding forward the before of the pointer of the first list that we have. If that is not the case, that is the element we are currently pointing to is not less than x, in that case we are just adding it to the next list, that is the after list, and then we are doing after dot next equal to head, and then doing iterating moving forward the pointer of the after list. Okay, and then after this condition is checked, we are just moving forward the head node. Just the thing that is left is we are here with the two lists, that is before head and after head, and these two lists are populated with their own data, that is the first list contains 1 2 and 2, and the second list, that is after list, contains 4 3 and 5. Okay, now the only thing that is remaining is to merge those lists, and also to make sure that after the second list is there, the last node is pointing to null. So let's just do that. Okay, so now what we have basically done here is we are just doing the after dot next, which would be the second list that we have, that is 4 3 and 5. After completing the iteration, we need to point the last element to the null, so that we do not go ahead and take any other node that is not part of the list. So we are just putting it to the null last pointer, and then last thing that we are doing is just attaching the first list, that is the before last element of the first list, next to the pointer of the head of the afterwards list. Okay, so once that is attached, we are present with our list that we have, and its head, the main list that we need to return is pointed by before head dot next. So we are just returning this dummy nodes next pointer, and that's it. That being done, let's just run the code and see if it works. Okay, now let's just submit it. And yes, it is faster than 91% of C++ and less than 15% of C++ submission space. So that's it for this video, guys. So if you like the video, press the like button. If you need more such content, we'll be doing daily lead code challenges, and also the code link is in the description. That's all. See you in the next video. Bye bye.